What has happened in Karnataka is that a controversy has erupted over whether non-Hindus should be allowed to operate or go about their business near, in and around temples. Now this has sparked a huge storm, political in nature, but not just from the BJP's opponents, but within the BJP. MLC of Karnataka BJP, Mr. H. Vishwanath is now with us. Thank you very much, Mr. Vishwanath, for joining us. My first question to you is...
Thank you.
I read your comments where you said that just imagine if there were a situation where Muslim majority countries start sending Indians or Hindus back. How would it feel? Do you stand by your statement, sir?
Yeah, definitely. If you harass the Muslim community or a particular community in our country, because the Indians are scattered all over the world, the Gulf countries, in Europe, in Germany, in different countries, that our trade is there, our education is there, and our people, our sons, daughters, and our family members are there, and we are trading also there. If that government take decisions, yes, okay, you are harassing our people in your country, okay, you also go back. If they have taken such a decision, what is the plight of the India and Indian citizens, our people, our sons, our children? No, this should not be, because India is a secular ideology country. Maybe it may be elected by the BJP people, and maybe it's the BJP government, but it's the people's government. It's the people's government.
Mr. Vishwanath, do you feel that increasingly we are, particularly at the back of this incident or this order, the government in Karnataka is more of its constituents or voters and not of everyone in Karnataka?
No, that is dangerous.
Do you feel that the government is not representing everyone in Karnataka?
It must represent, because since decades I am in politics, I am observing closely the political parties and their ideologies and the administration of the state. I am closely observing. But this is no good. This is no good. Because government means it is embodied with the whole state population, irrespective of the community, caste and creed and religion. It is the people's government. It must be in democratic ideology countries, states, it must be the people's government.
Mr. Vishwanath, what then do you think could be the reason why the government is pushing forward with what they claim was a legacy of the Congress party? I've heard certain comments from the government. They say that this is actually a 2002 law and it was not brought in by us.
Maybe. Maybe. It may be brought by the Congress government. You want to continue that? Stop it. If it is harm to the people of Karnataka, why do you want us to continue that? So ours is not the Congress ideology. Our ideology is different. Did we have written in our manifesto, in the BJP manifesto, that we are not going to allow some particular community to trade before the temples, Hindu temples? No. We have not written in our manifesto, or even the Congress government also, government party also. Somewhere it may happen, it may have written this, but this should not be continued, because BJP government is not the government of Congress.
Mr. Vishwanath, do you feel that the Prime Minister, who goes on each and every platform to say Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, when an action like this happens in Karnataka, this flies in the face of Sabka Saath and Sabka Vikas? Because the sub is not being focused here.
Yeah, definitely. Respected Prime Minister, the Premier of India, Modi ji, yes, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vishwas, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas. So he never said in any of his speeches about Hinduism. Throughout his speeches since 7 years, he never uttered the word Hinduism. And he, in his speeches also, and he has given scholarships, educational scholarships for 2 crore Muslims. And he has given many programs. We are not taking that programs to the people of India. Just we are synchronizing ourselves. Now there's no good democratic ideology country like India, you know.
Mr. Vishwanath, I believe that more MLAs and more legislators of the BJP are now joining you. I hear another comment that has now come up that, this is not our idea of India. Would you feel, or do you feel that the central leadership of the BJP should step in now, weigh in, and perhaps force the government to take a step in the right direction? What you believe is right?
No. See, history is there. Emperor Ashoka, since that time, Maurya, Chandragupta, since that time, India is the inclusive administration, inclusive development, and with all Priti, Vishwas, right from that time, since Ashoka's time, that is continuing into the blood of Indians, that we must go together.
No, that's true. But you see, Mr. Vishwanath, you said, what if Muslim countries send Indians back? Then there is a BJP MLA, Mr. Anil Benake, who says won't let economic apartheid be imposed. Do you agree with his assessment that this will be economic apartheid?
No. That statement's all. It's all. No, I want to agree with that. I don't agree with that, because it may be the statement of an individual. It's not the statement of a government, because a party is not the government. There is a difference between the political party which brings that party as a government. It's something different, Party principles, programs, it is the inclusive, it must be inclusive. Just a statement of individual, no, we can't consider that.
Mr. Vishwanath, my final question, do you feel that and you've repeated this on a number of occasions, do you feel that an agenda is being pushed in the name of a government in Karnataka, an agenda that is divisive, that is not correct, that divides the society?
The agenda of a government must be the agenda of the people, agenda of the whole state. That should not be confined to the party. Party is different, government is different.
No, but Mr. Vishwanath, if this were the view of representatives of the party, would it have been acceptable to you that non-Hindus must not own shops or businesses around temples?
No, it's not. We don't accept that. We don't accept this, because the priority must be given to the food, the business. What must be there? The investment there, 500 rupees, flowers, fruits, camper, sticks, that's all. Only 500 to 1,000 rupees investment. With that, they have to feed their belly, feed their family. Can this government, or can these people of Karnataka let apart to die without food? Whichever may be the religion, whichever may be the party.
Mr. Vishwanath, as a senior member,
the spirit.
Final question. As a senior, very senior member of the BJP, of the Vidhana Saudha, what is your advice going to be to the Chief Minister of Karnataka?
Yeah, this is my say. that any government, including our government, we are running our government in the framework of the Constitution of India given by Dr. Ambedkar. We must not violate. We have accepted fundamental rights. We have accepted many things. There are that within that framework a government should run. That should not violate the framework of Constitution of India and violate the fundamental rights of an individual or a community.
Do you
or a
feel this is
religion.
being done by design? The hijab controversy, then the book controversy, and now this. Do you feel that the government is doing this by design or following a divisive politics or a policy?
No, not the I do not want to blame my government. There are some people are there. Some people are who are designing this. Who are designing this for the future elections. It won't help. It won't work out. Because
Would you like to name them, Mr. Vishwanath?
The Indians,
Who's trying to do this for electoral
I do not
gains?
want to name them. No, I do not want to name them. It's known to the people of state who are doing all these things.
But you're saying people
Or doing
in
all
your
those
party
things.
are doing this divisive politics for electoral gains. Some people.
In my party also, in the counterpart parties also. Totally. The three parties, the Congress, the BJP and the JDS, they are polluting the whole scene. They are polluting the politics, polluting the administration, all the three political parties.
Sure.
All the three. All are seeing the only vote.
Sure. Okay. Mr. Vishwanath, thank you very much for joining us on this broadcast. Thank you.
Thank you.